Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. We talk about how unique where we are and what we are doing as Lightseed is. It is the most unique awakening of consciousness on a planet going into transition that has ever occurred. And the reason for that is because this is as low as we can go vibrationally and have a consciousness. By that, we mean that I can perceive something beyond myself. So I know, like when humans start believing in God, was a milestone, and we are now at another milestone, and that we are expanding beyond the 3D limited time and space. Never before in history, in any other transition, have we had such negativity to overcome. And we are overcoming it. And I know it doesn't look that way always when you look on the news and you see the news and you see all the crazy. But know that we are. And you know that the mass of consciousness is evolving. And that we will leave behind those who are driven by power and anger and fear. And power and anger and fear. They want you to be afraid because they control you through that fear. They want you to be angry. Because again, you can control a person when they're angry and fearful. So this is their last hurrah, as we say. This is their last attempt. And it's a good one. It's a very good one. To keep the consciousness down. But all those higher levels, all those etheric levels, and where as a child I worked and grew in dissolving those dark energies and upper levels, have now gone. So we triumphanted in the, is that a word, triumphanted? In that a long time ago. A long time ago, 20 years ago. And I got to retire my original job and work on a little lighter level job than I did most of my youth and adulthood. Because we did our job. So you and I are doing our job. And all of that force of negativity is now focused in 3D man and woman, mankind. It's focused here because all the higher levels are dissolved just here within the unconscious humanity. So as light seeds, well, you know our job. It's to spread love, that light in love, kindness, compassion will rule sooner than you think. Because all this negativity, all these dark forces that are running very wild on the planet now will indeed become known, become seen. And their power is fear and anger, judgment, superiority, all of that. And as that is becoming seen, we will be able to move out of the dark realm that we are in and into the light of 5D. We are moving upward in vibration So we know that we will be triumphant. There is no doubt that we will be triumphant. How fast we get there totally depends on the collective consciousness of humanity, of the world. And we must shine our light to help others grow in love, kindness, and compassion. And then there are no wars in 5D. Wars only exist in this vibration, which is why it's veiled. We talked about that last week. Only on this vibration do you have war, do you have murder, do you have killing, do you have violence. It doesn't exist anywhere else. So it is our work that we are doing, that we are shifting that dark, unaware consciousness into light once and for all. So we are close. But remember that since we've gone through the Lion's Gate, it is becoming more and more aware, more and more vibrant, more and more loud. All of these prancing and dancings of egos. So we know that. And what do? Am them with light. Be the light. Be that lighthouse that you are. And spread the light. That's why we're called light seeds, because we spread that light through our light. Everyone wants love. So it's not hard. It's just that they need to understand and grow beyond their judgments, beyond their hatred. And we are succeeding. So let's do it together. Let's go in there and give it a wham. Okay, oh, it's off. Right. So we have the aura spray. Yum, yum. And we have the cosmic cleanse. I run these bottles out awful fast. And we bring it into our aura, cup our hands together. And just take that deep breath in, because it's so good. And we connect heaven and earth and protect ourselves at the solar plexus. Nobody comes in here. Nobody. It's our energy. And then we use the ascension oil on our third eye. I put it down here, and I just do that so I can smell it all day. I put it up on my third eye. And it does an interesting thing. It will clear away the calcium on the pituitary that blocks you from seeing beyond the veil. And it will also protect you when you're overwhelmed with lower vibrations from 3D. So it does both of those things at once. It's kind of cool like that. So let's visualize the light. Yummy, gold, coming in from source, coming down into the top of your head and out your feet to the earth and to the mother. And the mother grabs onto you. She's so glad you're here and so supportive in all that we are doing together. Because as she shifts vibrationally upward, a large amount of humanity will shift up with her. And this is our goal. And we know these vibrations exist within themselves. And we just need to move our vibration into that higher vibration. And the earth is going there. She's giving us plenty of warning. But there will be a time when everyone will have to make a shift, not just individually, but as a whole. So we feel that energy, and we feel our energy going around the grid of the mother and up our back, and back to source. And it goes around and around and around, non-stopping, because we are that orbit of light. And we feel that connection to heaven and earth. And we are strong, strongly planted to hold our vibration no matter what happens. And then we bring that light up, we waterfall it out, and it sticks to all 12 of your auras. And you are saturated with that golden light that gives you stamina and courage and lets you get this job done. And it just gives you love. And we feel that energy moving out, all 12. And we wear this golden shield, this cocoon of light, 24/7, always wearing enough to share. And then we focus on the well of the mother, and we feel the vibration of all those energies beyond 3D, both on Earth and interstellarly. And we feel that energy as all this vibration is coming towards us and into us, assisting and helping us hold that light, be that light. And we are dissolving all that negativity that we hold within our DNA, in the DNA of 3D man, woman, and child. We no longer carry those lower vibrations within us. We vibrate at light, which is love. And we know because the sacral chakra isn't telling us what to do so much anymore. It is allowing us to be the light being we were meant to be. And we bring it into our spleen. And we just find anything and everything in our ego that doesn't come from love, that comes from fear or anger or judgment. And we dissolve it in that light. And as we get each and every one of those within ourselves, which is why you might get a pop quiz, then we dissolve it and we bring it in to the collective consciousness and share that for others to dissolve their ego as well. And then we move it on to the empathic shield on the liver. And on the liver, we learn how we don't judge anymore. When we work that empathic shield, that chakra, we see and we understand. So we don't judge. And we understand and we love one another, no matter how crazy we are. And we bring that love through our heart to all of humanity. We know we are designing, co-creating a loving, higher vibrational earth where we can live in harmony. And we live in that harmony in all that we do and in all that we are. There is no doubt that as light seeds, we are succeeding. There is no doubt that as light seeds, we must keep on shining and radiate that light out as much as we can, wearing as much of that gold light as we need and more. And share it and share it and share it, because we know how to fill that up. We know how to be light seeds. It's our job. And our crown just radiates that knowledge and that understanding and love. And that makes the telepathic knock sing, so that we share that into the collective consciousness through the telepathic notch for everyone to feel, to hear, to see, to experience, being light seeds, being the light, coming from love, kindness, and compassion, always, in all that we are. So wear your shield, wear your light, be the light, 24/7. It's the job we came to do, and we're doing a darn good job of getting rid of all that negativity. So keep it up and use it in your experience. When a negative comes up, damn it with light. I love you, and I'll see you next time.